All right, guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to prorate a contract. Uh, Typically, by definition, basically, you want a client's coming in on an off date. Say a client comes in on the 7th or the 24th. Uh, you want all contracts to start on a set date. How we have it in our checklist is that I'll blow this up. We have it in our checklist to bill on the 10th and the 25th. The reason that I have that there is because if someone gets billed on the 10th, the money hits on the 15th, and if somebody gets billed on the 25th, money hits on the 1st. All bills, everybody's regular bills come out on the 1st. Currently, we have payments coming out every which way, every day, and batches are hitting everywhere. And it needs to be a little more streamlined. So I'm actually going to edit this slightly. It's going to be the 10th, it's going to be the 15th, or the 25th. So 10th, 15th, or the 25th. So again, prorating, make sure you check the document that we'll create for this, but this is a quick summary. Again, just making sure that a client that gets billed on an off date, that comes in an off date, that they get billed on a set date. Another very important reason that's not listed, you just have to listen to this. When you do a prorate, it allows for an extra payment to process, so you get extra money on a prorate. So here's what we're gonna do. I got a client that just signed up. Son's name is KJ Simmons. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this in and prorate it. I think the problem with this one is that it's a prorate, but it needs to be scheduled at a different time. This one's kind of tricky. So Simmons.lj84@gmail.com. Mobile phone number is 502-724-9650. Mail. And then I'm going to go to add client. Alright guys, so here's how this is going to work. Basically they did a 160 they did 160 for a 2-time a week. I'm going to go to retail. KJ Simmons. So I'm going to go to contracts here, speed 2 times a week north. We're going to change the price to 160 because that's how much that package costs. All right, let's begin this prorate. So basically they're starting on the 6th and ending on the 14th. I'm going to go to prorate. I'm going to click this button. So the contract's actually going to start on the 15th. So I'm going to come in here and we'll put 12/15/2019. But we're going to prorate from 12/6/2019. So if you notice this big number over here, it's adding the prorated amount and the regular amount. What you have to do is delete that, right? So then it's going to drop my price, or it should drop my price. Oh, it's that one. I don't know why this thing isn't loading. So I'm going to delete this. Let me check this out. I'm going to add item. Yeah. So the total is 46.44. So let me go back just so you know. I'll do that one more time. So KJ Simmons. Scripts are a little slow on this thing. So contracts. And once you do that, I'll go to speed 2 times a week north. Change that to 160. And then, so remember, the contract start date is the day that the contract actually starts. And then the prorate date is the date that she's actually going to come in. So know the difference. So here's the problem with this. You always want to uncheck the top one. Or I'm sorry, you'll always want to uncheck the top one. The top one is the actual contract. The bottom one is the actual prorated. So 516 times 9 days. So if you ever wanted to identify what somebody would be charged, so I would tell her you'd be billed 46.44 today. You'd be billed 160 on the 15th. Now I'm going to go to add item. Now here's the problem. The prorate is not set to come out to the 6th, but we need to get this scheduled in here now. So here's what we're going to do. Now that we know the number, I'm going to write down 4644, right? I'm going to go back to contracts. I'm going to go to that 12, 2 times a week north. I'm going to delete these out. So it kind of makes it tricky because we want to put this in the system today. So I'm going to do that one more time, but I'm just going to do it as it's not a prorate. So basically I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say 12/15/2019. The amount for that is going to be $160. Uncheck pay now, add item. And then basically you read this will not be charged at 12/15, athletes 2 times a week north. And there you go. CC key stored. Hold on, I got you. Hold on. I'm going to enter this in. Oh. Now that we got the credit card information in, I'm going to go ahead and save print receipt. That's stored in the system now. Now from here, we got to accommodate for that 4644, and that needs to come out on the 6th. So all I'm going to do is come over here. I'm going to go to KJ. This is the same process, kind of how I would schedule an FEO. I'll go to KJ Simmons. I'm going to go to account details. I'm going to go to add auto pay schedule. And I'm going to say 12/6/19. I'm going to go to athlete. I'm just going to call it 12 sessions. Or rather, I'm just going to call it a bootcamp FEO. So bootcamp FEO is what I'll call it. That's my language. I'll say FEO North. And I will go to submit. We're going to schedule that for 12/6, and the amount, that's the default. We're going to go to 4644. So 12/6/2019, 4644, and I'm going to go to schedule. So basically what we did, we got 4644, and then the billing date is 12/15. So we got an extra $46 because we prorated. And ideally what happens is we've created stable income to hit every 15th of the month. And again, please note that the billing days are the 10th, 15th, and 25th. That way we can get it on time to get bills paid, so on and so forth, and build a stable, strong auto pay. Thank you. Have a blessed day.